this is Udo Dirkschneider, the singer of Udo, and you listen to the Rockum Radio Show.
Hey, hi, Udo.
Hi, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, fine so far, doing a lot of interviews today, and in a way quite busy.
Oh, fantastic. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Germany.
Oh, what side? What part? What city?
Oh, let's say near Cologne.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here in Kingston, Ontario, Canada.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. This cold is snowing right now.
Oh, snowing already. Yeah, here not. It's not snowing, but it's not, the weather is also not so good, let's say in this way.
Oh, great. Well, Udo, congratulations for your new studio album, Game Over. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, but it's, let's say, it's not what a lot of people were thinking about that the last album and the last tour or whatever. No, there is another meaning behind it. It's like, you have so many climates changing. You see all the fires all over the world, in America, in Europe, in south of Europe, and in Russia. And, we had a big flood here in Europe. Mm-hmm. In Germany, it was really heavy. So, and that means, like, if you're not careful and let's do something about this, then maybe one day we have a big game over.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, Game Over is a solid album with headbanging melodies and a finely calibrated songs and a super fresh heavy metal atmosphere.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, so this year is like everything fine for us in a way. We did 3 shows this year. Yeah. And that was it then for this year, No touring going on, hopefully next year. And I mean, this is a little bit boring, and I think we want to present a new album, Game Over, live on stage,
Mm-hmm.
So, but, and it looks like at the moment they are working on a tour in US and Canada for September and October.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and I think it will be possible. I mean, I know that a lot of bands are touring already in America,
mm-hmm.
and so I think that will be happening in September, October.
Fantastic.
That we come over to Canada and also America.
Yes, I hope to see you here in Kingston or maybe in Toronto. The people love your music.
Toronto is always there.
Okay. Perfect. Udo, is there any difference between this new record and the previous album, Steel Factory?
Yeah, it was definitely something different. I mean, of course, the Corona stuff. We couldn't work like we are working normally. So we were collecting ideas. Okay, that's what we always do. But then if we have enough ideas to say, okay, we want to work on this, whatever, 20 ideas, then we are going normally into a rehearsal room, a small studio or something like that, and working then, arranging the songs and talking to each other how we want to do this. But this time it was not possible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, about the Corona stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did everything over Zoom, FaceTime, WhatsApp, Skype, and all that stuff. And that was a little bit, let's say, that was definitely different than to the Steel Factory album. And another thing was completely different than to the Steel Factory album. On the Steel Factory album, Andrei Smirnov, he was playing all the guitars, so we didn't have at this time a second guitar player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a new guitar player right now.
Yeah, and now we have a new guitar player, a second one. We have a new bass player, and there was also these 2 guys, new guys. They was also really much involved in also the whole composing stuff for the new album. I mean, for me, this album was like after a long time a real band album. Everybody was involved in everything. I mean, I wrote all the lyrics together with my son. My son came up with some melodies. Then the two new members, they came up with really interesting stuff. I think really interesting ideas. And everybody was working together as a band, and it was not like, for example, to say, okay, this is my song, you cannot do anything with this. No, that was really like really working together, and I think that was for me very interesting to see. I was really lucky that something like this was happened, and I'm really happy with the sound, with all the songs, and
of course,
it's a really good mix up. It is a little bit back to the roots, also with fresh modern elements. I mean, it's a really good mix-up.
Yeah, exactly. You have great song there. Prophecy, Kids and Guns, Metal Never Dies, Like a Beast. One of my favorite, Like a Beast. It's fantastic. That song means like a stranger. Oh, great songs. Of course. And
I'm really happy, and I'm really happy with the result of the new album.
Yes, talking about your roots, it's like back to the roots. In the song "Kids and Guns," you talk about the fatal consequence in children and adolescents for the regulation in the gun industry in America, correct?
But not only America.
Okay, but this is not the first time you talk about that, because I'm an old fan of you, and I remember in your album Animal House from 1987, in the song They Won't Work, you talk about kids and guns, and I remember the beautiful video you did. And
yeah, it still happens, I mean, for America, there's a huge weapon lobby in America going on, and in Europe, we have also some problems, that young people can buy guns and all that stuff. There was also some things going on in Norway. There was a guy who was killing, over 70 people, and also in Germany there was something happened, and also in Africa, for example, it's like
good to know that. It's good to know that because it's nothing only exclusive for America. It's a global situation.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, in the first place, everybody said, "Oh, they're talking about America." No, I mean, it's a global thing. What you said, in Africa, they're kidnapping young boys, and making young soldiers out of them, 14, 15 years old, and they kill already people. Or let's say, in my opinion, and also in the opinion of the whole band, it's like, it's better to talk to each other instead of killing each other, And
of course.
The meaning of Kids and Guns.
Do you think the gun control is essential, or is the parent education with good values to their children to stay away from guns to street? What is your opinion about that?
For me, it's like stay away from guns. Okay, in each country is different. You can buy in America, I think, if you are 18 or 21.
Yes. Yes,
but
21.
You buy it also like, it's the same here in Europe. You can buy also illegal. Sometimes, the parents, they have guns at home. And, and it's not really secure, the whole thing, And then, of course, I mean, it has to be more controlled, in my opinion.
Okay. And this is your second studio album recorded beside your son, Sven. How do you feel to have your son playing with you in your run?
For 6 years. And I mean, I'm really happy to have him. I'm really proud of him. He's doing a great job as a drummer. He's getting better and better. And it's not like a father and son thing, It's more like a friendship, good friends,
Okay, I understand.
He's doing already a lot of lot of stuff, and but it was in the beginning when he came into the band, it was like, oh, Udo Sang is in the band, maybe we have to be a little bit more careful and stuff like that, No, I mean, it's like if we have to talk something in private, we do it in private, It's not like you do it in front of the band or something like that. No, it's quite easy. He's doing a great job, and what can I say? I'm really happy to have him.
Yeah, of course. He's a good drummer because in your project, Dirkschneider and the Old Gang, in the IP was really good. The 3 songs, congratulations, I really like it. And he did a great session and drum. He did a great job, I mean, there was also Dirkschneider and the Old Gang. That was more like, it's definitely a project. Yes.
Maybe not a band going on tour or stuff like that. And it was like more a charity thing, I mean, Stefan Kaufmann came up with this idea, and he said, you cannot tour, be on tour, the crew, it makes no money. They also, you're not touring. And then it was more like a charity thing. We put these 3 songs together. Stefan Kaufmann was making a contract with the record company AFM, and they was also really helpful. And then all the money goes to the UDO band and the UDO crew, so that was more a charity thing.
Okay.
But of course, when this came out, like Peter Balthus was involved, and Stefan Kaufmann, that was nearly the whole except was back together. And of course, the people was like, wow, maybe we can get an album of this, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. We will see. Maybe if we have time enough and more ideas maybe for songs, can be happen. Maybe we can do this slowly in between some gaps, working on some stuff. And then maybe, I don't know when or maybe we also be doing an album, I know. But it's nothing really, something like thinking about this,
Yes. Udo, with all your experience from the 80s and honestly for the last part of the last year of the 70s, if you have a superpower in this moment, okay, and you could change anything about the music industry right now, what would it be?
The music business, first of all, in the music business, I will, let's say it this way, I'm a record company, I don't want to sign so many bands,
Okay.
It's more, for me, in my opinion, the record companies, they're signing too much, They can more collect the bands. And of course, it's also money thing. I mean, this is like, we can talk for this for hours.
Okay.
It's like a money thing, Of course, the selling is going down of CDs, more downloads coming up, and but it's for new bands, it's really hard to survive in this business, So, but you cannot turn the wheel back. It's not possible.
Okay.
I mean, there's too many modern things are going on, and I mean, that's the thing you have to live with, But of course, you can do a lot of things more on your own as a musician. Let's say, I always say, don't sign a contract with a record company. Try to make with all this modern stuff an album. It's much cheaper than it was in the older days. Use all that stuff, and then sell your CD over the internet, all the money comes to the band and not for the record company.
Oh, that's a good advice.
I know they hate me for this.
That's a good advice. Yeah.
No, but
that's
if I have to start again, and with all this knowing, what I have, I don't want to sign a record.
Right.
I do I do everything over the internet, sell the album over the internet, download stuff, you know. You need maybe a good guy who's doing all the promotion over the internet, you know. And that's it. Yeah.
Good to know. Oh,
Yeah.
this is a great record.
Oh, yeah, this one, yeah.
You know, in the set list here in all in the songs, you know what is great? That you still playing, you still singing your song in your time in Accept. And
Of course.
that's great. I love it because you have here Metal Heart, Fast as a Shark from the Russian Roulette, and Balls to the Wall, one of the best songs of ever in the heavy metal in the metal universe.
Yeah.
How do you feel playing your old songs in the concerts?
Preparing, I mean, we did a rehearsal, they had a long rehearsal for all the songs, you know. It was not easy to make the set list for this. And then, so, and then we rehearse all the stuff and then keep going.
Beautiful. Any last words in this interview, Udo?
Oh, yeah, what can I say? I mean, hopefully we make it to Canada. And in the meanwhile, stay healthy and keep on walking. Okay.
Thank you very much, Udo.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to you. Stay healthy, and maybe we'll see you again in Toronto.
Of course, I will go with my record for a sign.
Okay, good. Okay, bye-bye.
See you, my friend.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.